Well, the big breaking news coming in, some key decisions taken by leaders of the India Alliance during their meeting that is taking place currently in Mumbai. A 13-member coordination committee has been announced, as well as a statement has been released by the India parties. This is a resolution to jointly contest the forthcoming elections of the Lok Sabha. So a 13-member coordination committee that will help in working out various issues and challenges like the seat sharing formula, etc., will be worked out through this coordination committee. This is the third meeting of India. Now, let's just take a look at who will be in the coordination committee. K.C. Venugopal from Congress. There will be Sharad Pawar from the NCP, T.R. Balu from the DMK, Sanjay Raut from the Shiv Sena UBT, Tejashwi Yadav from the RJD, Abhishek Banerjee from Trinamool Congress, Raghav Chadda from the Aam Aadmi Party, Javed Ali Khan from the Samajwadi Party, Lalan Singh from the JDU, Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand Chief Minister from the JMM, D. Raja from the CPI, Omar Abdullah from the National Conference, and Mehbooba Mufti from the PDP. So 13-member coordination committee has been announced there by the India leaders who have been meeting over these last 2 days. Yesterday was an informal meeting. Today they got down to business and really discussed all these issues. They also put out a resolution to contest the elections jointly, which says, we, the India parties, hereby resolve to contest the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections together as far as possible. Seat sharing arrangements in different states will be initiated immediately and concluded at the earliest in a collaborative spirit of give and take. We, the India parties, hereby resolve to organize public rallies at the earliest in different parts of the country on issues of public concern and importance. We, the India parties, hereby resolve to coordinate our respective communications and media strategies and campaigns with themes Judega Bharat, Jeetega India in different languages. Well, let's go across to Sohit now for more. And Sohit, so this resolution has been put out, a 13-member coordination committee announced, though there is also some talk of how they could not come to an agreement on a political resolution. There was the issue of caste census, whether to include that or not. Tell us what you're hearing right now, and soon we'll also hear from the leaders themselves.
Well, that's right. The press conference is expected to happen around 3:30 p.m. and before that, what we know is that they have passed a resolution. Now, very interesting choice of words if you look at it, Gargi, because it says, we, the India parties, hereby resolve to contest the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections together. Then there's a very important thing, as far as possible. So what does that mean is the biggest question. So you are planning to contest together as far as possible, as mean, will there be places where you won't be contesting together? Then why is this India meeting happening? Or are there issues which are still not being resolved? That's the reason you have written this. So this is a very interesting take that has come ahead. However, they are saying that seat sharing arrangements in different states will be initiated immediately and concluded at the earliest. And that is exactly what we have been saying, that is going to be the focus on how the state seat sharing will be divided. There are several parties together and they have their own different stake in the different states. So for that, there is a coordination committee which will be meeting again and taking this entire decision ahead. What our sources also say is that they might announce some action on ground, which we can see on the 2nd of October, that too in Delhi, where these opposition parties are expected to be present. Will they also announce that? That will be important to see. What are the other announcements? We'll have to wait till 3:30 p.m. because even today there was a logo which was supposedly to be out, but that doesn't seem to be happening as of now. So why did that not happen? Some questions also there. So as of now, we'll have to wait for the press conference to begin to see whether there is some issues, there are some issues where clarification is required, whether there are some issues where there hasn't been an agreement sort of made between these parties, and what are these issues and what is the next step going to happen. Because remember, as the first meeting happened in Patna, there was ice breaking in these parties. The second meeting happened in Bengaluru, where the name India was announced. So what is going to happen in this third meeting? Because if you need to go ahead, there should be some step that needs to be taken. And once this press conference begins, we might get some more details on what exactly has been decided in this 2-day meeting. One by one the leaders have started to leave as well. We saw Sonia Gandhi leaving, and even now Mamata Banerjee few minutes back left from this very Grand Hyatt hotel where we are present, and in some time we might get some clarity on what exactly have they decided. Is this the only resolution that has been passed, or are there any more plans which they will be announcing in this press conference?
That's right, Sohit. Though on, the optics of it have been very good so far. There's been a lot of bonhomie, the leaders greeting each other. There was the dinner yesterday evening that Uddhav Thackeray also hosted. Today is when, this little bit of information emerging that there are some issues. The logo is not going to be announced, as you said. There's also that talk of that other resolution over the caste census. So there are some, niggling issues that remain there. And of course, as you pointed out, that statement as far as possible. But overall, the parties, the leaders have been speaking about how they're going to take on the government, how they're going to take on the BJP, and how this, alliance has come together to save the constitution and save democracy.
Absolutely, Gargi, and that is going to be very important because despite there being 28 parties together, there hasn't been a big issue which the opposition, in this case the BJP, has been able to find out, and neither do you see any such loose statements coming out of senior leaders of these parties. So overall, till now it seems like the understanding between these parties has been going on good, be it the issue of how to go forward, be it the issue of the common minimum program. These things have been discussed, and if you look at the larger scale, it seems like the India on paper, or at least on camera screens, are doing a great job of showing how they are coming together. And the biggest message which they are trying to share is the question which the BJP always asks: Modi versus who? So they are trying to fill this entire who question and trying to show that yes, there is someone, there is India which is trying to be over here as an option in front of the people against Modi. And that's why this third meeting happened. And till now, if you look at the overall meeting, it seems like these parties have done a good job, and as of now they seem to be together.